Okay, guys. Looks like I'm doing the night shift tonight. It's currently 7:15. Put my teeth back in. 11:15 at night. So I definitely need lots of coffee because we all know Scruffy likes a coffee. And why am I doing it? Well, I get a lot of guys asking, what about set and forgets? What about working sort of after hours? And there's a lot of people sort of want to set something up before they go to bed in the UK. Or if you're over in the Asian setting something up before you go to work. And I wanted to do it late at night, just so it kind of crosses the best of both worlds, hopefully. And also show you it in a market that not many people trade. So, let's roll the intro, get into it. I'll break the charts down, and we'll see whether we can make a profit.
Matron, take them away.
So warm welcome to one and all. This is your first time here. I'm the big fella Scruff. And what I'm trying to do is put trading in the real world. Maybe show you a trick or two along the way. So if that sounds good, do hit the subscribe button. Genuinely motivates me to do more. Smash the like, help the video, share to your friends, all of that sort of good stuff. So what's the essence? Well, it's late at night. So it's Asian session. What's the first thing that I should be doing? Well, it's deciding the right market. And the right market is something that's going to be active while the markets are active. So I'm using the Aussie as my base currency. So the two that I'm picking out the best is Aussie New Zealand and Aussie JPY. But I also want to keep an eye on an indices, which will be the Aussie 200. So let me put the charts up and we'll jump into this. Now, I've already kind of give the guys a bit of a heads up as to what I'm doing on the Discord. And what's all that about? Well, it's this. I kind of put this in. The reason why I do it is it's accountability. So they know at 11:05 tonight that I am looking to be trading these three assets. Not only am I looking to trade them, they can also see what I'm about to do with them. So my deeper trend is selling on two of them, but the Aussie JPY is indecision. So this one, I'm just going to put a very basic target in because the dominant bias is sell and the lower time frames is sell. So I'm just going to mark it up, put an order in for a quick sell, level to level. Let that one get on with it. This one's sell across the board. So I'll be looking at the hour. Again, I'll be looking for key levels to get in and out with that. And I'm not going to be overly mad with it. If I look up here, we've got a 16 pip target for that one. And we've got 15 pips on the other one. So 15 pips is about where we're going to go. Now the Aussie 200, we're going to do a version of box theory on this one. So tonight what we're going to do is it's a combination of GoldenEye with the levels, etc. And the Aussie is going to be a set and forget box theory. And we're going to see if we can run it. But I'm going to break the trade and I'm going to have it self-managed. So let me get a cup of coffee because I've been talking all day and my throat's about knacked. And we'll get into this. It's one of the things because I am at it constantly all day. So there's another thing that I've also done for the Scruffy Squad, which may help. You sometimes hear me talk about the river, and there's a lot of people ask for river trades. It's very difficult to do it on public videos without giving away exactly what it is. So I have a tendency to leave it just for the guys in the squad. And there it is there. It's all of my river trades. There's a couple that are setting up tonight with the triggers, and it's also what my current river trades are running at. And like I say, what I try to do is keep it relatively fair for everybody. I think it's one of the only ways to be. Let me just check on something, and I just want to kind of show you so you can kind of see what the power of these things are. So if I just switch this on, there we are. Just pull that up a little bit. These are river trades, okay? And what I've set up is this. So I've got a couple ready to rock and roll. I just keep the position small because they could be catastrophic. We're currently 47.74, 47.85 in profit now, but we did take out 106 tonight because it's at the top of the range and we needed to. So common sense prevails with that. Now, common sense is exactly what we're going to be talking about with this. Because without common sense, I'll get myself into a lot of trouble. So, what are we looking at? So if we start with the top of the shop, we're going to do a basic sell on the Aussie JPY. Okay. So we'll go to that one first, which is here. What's the first thing that I'd be doing? Well, I know I'm going to sell it. So I need a decent place to get in and out. So I want the last strong drive that contains the price. So if the price is here, well, that long drive was here. It hasn't been breached from the top or the bottom. It's been tested, but it hasn't been breached. So I'm going to get a fib. It started here. Well, in fact, it actually started there. Got down as low as here. You look for the starting candle, which is the candle in the direction of the move. And then you can drop in some key areas of attraction. Okay. So that's this one. And then we just work our way down through. So it's actually at a key level right now. Okay. So is that interesting? Could be. Drop that down. All the way to here. Right. So, one-hit wonder on this job. Okay, get rid of that. See what we're looking at. And I just want to check something, guys. Just want to check something. It's... I either enter on this one or I enter on that one. Okay. The price is pushing away on the hourly. So let's just check something. Well, there we are. It's on a pushback. A little bit of pressure coming up, but it's now on indecision. So it could well just be a pullback, finding these and then moving back down. Going to 15 minutes so I can see what's going on. Well, that's pulling down, few tails, pushing up, but there's a big tail there. So I think an order on here to run down. Now I said I'm looking for about 15 pips. So let's measure that out, see where that gets us. Right, there's 15 pips. So from there, we're going to be targeting this area here. Okay. So let's just have a quick order in, just like so. Decisions, guys. Well, it's pushing up. I think what we'll do, initially I'm going to set the order here while I'm watching the others, and I'll keep half an eye on it. I think that might be a fair solution. Right. And then set that for 15 pips and go. Right. So, what's all this in aid of? Well, it's kind of edging my bets. It's pushing up a little bit, coming here as well. Right, I'll come back to this in a minute, but I'm initially going to leave it up here. See if it squeezes up into it, because it may well do that. It's a bit on the high side. Right, anyway, I'll leave that alone for now. Right, let's have a look at this. Same principle. We've got a strong prices here, strong drive, and then we've got this. So if I use this as some kind of entry criteria, which is here, it's up to there. I'm going to do the same thing, but I don't really want it to go through there, so I only really need to use these ones here. Okay. We've also got an area underneath that I could potentially move to, which is there. So this is a keen area. Right. So what do we look like here? Well, this one, again, it's pushing on a level that I think is key, which is here. Could squeeze up a little bit further, but I think that's pretty darn good. Right. Where's 15 pips off this? So again, just put a measure on just so I can see it. Right. So this one, I'm going to put the order there and we're going to get out down here. All right. Well, this one has a chance to probably go in relatively quick. Just set it up there, just like so. Just edge that into place. That's it. Okay, right, that one's in. So I'm not worried about that one just yet. This one, okay, we'll kind of see what's going on. But what we're doing with this, now this one's slightly different. I want to see an opening range of this. And that opening range will close off at about midnight. From there, I'll be able to put a trade into place and I'm going to frame it and I'm going to put 5 orders into it. And I'm going to put 5 orders based in the range by breaking that range up and then having 5 separate targets so it'll self-manage. So at the moment, we have a New Zealand trade on. Shouldn't be any tickets apart from that. So that's what we're looking for. So I'm going to watch this for the next half hour. If it cashes out, outstanding. And if it doesn't, well, we're just going to let it run. And the other one, again, I'm kind of just going to let it grind its way up to come back down again. I think it's the safest play on this one. If it doesn't trigger, I'm not worried. Because when I look at this, again, there's a bit of indecision. It's a bit of a tough market, that one. So I'm going to be ultra conservative. This one, I'm not so worried. This one, I'm not worried either. Okay. So as you can see, I was right to probably look up here. So what I'll do is I'll just leave the camera running a little bit while I do a bit of work. I'll come back to it at midnight. And from there, I'll set it up and then I'm going to switch off and we'll see what happened in the morning. Okay, guys, it's coming on to midnight, but I've had a box sent today. Now, I haven't ordered anything. Winky hasn't ordered anything. It's got my name on it. So I'm assuming it's from one of you lot. So I'm going to do a little bit of a box opening as well. And let's have a little wee look, see what we've got. At least we will do when I get into it. Well and truly pack this thing. Fabulous. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. Right. Give me a sec. It doesn't quite make sense as to who sent this, but I think it's Milky because he lost a bet with me. But either way, this is fabulous. Look at that. How good is that? I collect these and they're fantastic. And I haven't had the Princess Leia Bespin. Princess Leia. Fantastic. Fabulous. Oh, that'll go pride of place with the rest of them. Don't know if you can see them, but on behind here I have a big rack full of Star Wars stuff. Superb. Thank you very much. I really, thank you. Brilliant. Great stuff. I'll do that. Right. Okay. Let's flick this back a second because we're now coming top of the hour. This is fine. There's nothing really wrong with it. It's got plenty of room to get up to there to then come back down to here. So it's well in sort of ROI of what I'm expecting. Flick this on. Again, I was right to put that up there. It is pushing up. So I'm just going to leave it there and let the trading gods decide. If it picks it up, brilliant. If it doesn't, no worries. So what we're looking at now is this. And we're looking at a trading range. Now it looks like it's going to be here. And what are we going to do? Well, I'm going to drop it down into a 5-minute chart so we can see what's going on with this thing. Now, as it's pushing up, it's going to be trying to get into these regions here to then come back down on itself. All right. So take it back out to 15 minutes so we can see this a little bit cleaner. So we'll look at it in a 15-minute chart and you count 4 candles back. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's your range here. From the tip of that to up there. All right. So we're looking to start wanting to sell this. Now, if I'm going to sell it, I'm going to sell it down over. So I need to see it shorthand. So how am I going to do that? Well, it's very simple. I'm going to base my trades from here to here. Okay. So this is the area that I'm interested in trading in. And we're going to do a similar thing to what we're doing before.
Well, we're waiting.
Okay, guys. Don't think I've been to bed just yet. I've only had a couple of hours. But I need to get back into it with the Scruffy Squad. It's early morning at the moment. I've just finished doing the news announcement for them and giving them an update of various bits and pieces. And now I'm going to give you the update of what we set away last night. It was quite difficult, actually. It was really hard. Now, as we come into this, what I've had to do is stage it backwards as a ladder trade. And from there, I'm just looking to get out. Now, when we look at the tickets, currently sitting 100 underwater. But look at the size. I've hardly put any size into it at all. And I did that on purpose. Because for all I can size up, I didn't want to. Because it wasn't something I was going to monitor and it's something off the cuff. But still got a few extra positions that can go in. So it can potentially get me out of trouble. And then that's what caved in. Now, the Aussie JPY, I just closed it out. There was nothing in it. And if I just pull this up, you'll kind of see, or at least it will do when it wakes up. So just switch these indicators off so you can kind of see it. Now, as it was going through, it pushed away. If I'd actually left the order there to come back, it'd have been fine. But at the time, it looked like it had just shot away from me. So I just took the decision to write it off. And in the meantime, the other one, which was this, Well, that one just shot straight down into target, paid, job's done. Put a bit of fuel in the bank, which is there, 72. So even if this Aussie 200 fails, it will cost me next to nothing because I've already put money in the bank today. Now, we'll probably be trading later on this morning, and we'll see what comes. But in the meantime, this is what we're looking at. It's pushing, it's in a range, it came down, didn't really sort of spark any interest to a degree. It should have really come back, but it didn't. Just get rid of that. So it didn't, and then it just meandered around and just did nothing. So what I've made the decision to do was, okay, there with the initial start, I will just spread out to the top of here into this zone, and I'll charge it up to there, let it come back. As soon as it gets into net positive, I'll sacrifice some trades and I'll just get out. And then if it goes completely wrong, stops are up here, well out of the way, and the job will be done. So that's it. Happy days. So I'll let this run and I'll come back to you a bit later today when the trades are finished and tell you how we got on. Okay guys, I'm back. I've had a great meeting with the guys, literally just done a breakdown of cable as well. So I am really up against it at this moment. Let's flick this over because it's just triggered back in. Don't need that, but I've got 3 markets running and we are not good at this moment in time. So let me just move that over to there. That's gone down, it was doing well and now it's rocketed back up. So this is going to be tough. Okay, so want to be praying to some gods soon to see if we can get out of the Aussie trade because it's gone a bit tit. But that's why stops are in place and broken trades are in place. Right, just pull all this down. Okay, so this one is on a sell and we're going to be staging here, 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 here and up here. Gets in the red box, I'm going to be a bit worried. And this one has had a surge to the upside and it was doing quite well. Didn't quite get to the checkpoint, which is a bit of a sod, but we'll watch. But this one, we've got 1 order left to get into this, and then it really is a case of just get me out. That's all I want. So if we look at it, we've got 72 in the bag. We're currently 188 against us. Well, 200 quid against us now. So it's not good at all. If I can get that to net zero, I'll be reasonably happy. But let's play this out and see how we get on. Okay, catch you in a bit, guys. Well, boys and girls, what a roller coaster of a day it's been. It's been an absolute stinker. And why? Well, the market can be a cruel mistress at times. Now, not only have I taken a royal slap on this account, I also took it on that one as well, but I was net positive at the end of it. So I'm happy with that. Haven't got anything left running now. No tickets. And I can honestly say that's the hardest 115 quid I've ever made. And there is a moral in the story here. Last night when I was setting this up, it was really hard to work out. And I did my best. And I got this wrong to a degree. It started correct, but it didn't go down as far as I wanted it to, and never actually caught onto sort of any sort of form of TP to pull it forward. So I never got an opportunity to get it into risk-free. But because I was unsure of it, I did the sensible thing, sized right down on it, just £1 a position, because I was unsure. And even though I was wrong, I had to kill it. So, and I did it in 2 stages. I took the first section out first because it was going to take a while to get back to it, if at all. And I was hoping the second section would reduce the exposure somewhat and pay some of that back. It didn't. It got up to the point of no return, killed a lot. And then all I had to do was then work the other trades that I put into motion, and they paid off, and they paid reasonably well, giving me a net total of 115. So what kind of moral can you take from this? Because these videos are just the trade rather than the mindset. But the mindset does come into it. I had to be focused on controlling the damage of the account. Now, there's nothing wrong with a trade going wrong. I've got a good hit rate. I'm in the high 80s, which means 20 to 15% of them are going to be wrong. And this was one of them. But you can also offset what was wrong by hedging it off against something else, which I did. The pound and the euro this morning. Both of them did very well. Both of them did what I wanted. And the net result is a positive. That's trading, guys. It's trade management. And there's no secret pills. There's no magic systems. And you'll see them all the time. This is the system. Just follow what I do. You'll be fine. Bollocks. Absolute bollocks. You can get in on the flick of a coin. But if you know how to manage a trade, you'll be fine. The management of trade is where the money is made. And it's that simple. So I'm going to enjoy my coffee, because we all know Scruffy likes a coffee. And if you like these mugs, you'll find them in the shelf below. Keep Joanne happy. And as always, guys, trade well, keep your risk managed. But above all, do what you love. And the money will follow. See you all in the next one.